Well, it's a huge honor, it really is, to just be even mentioned in the same group of this amazing group of high-performance boaters from all over the world, and the people that have poured their heart and soul into this shootout, given so much time and effort for it. Just to be accepted into that group or put into that group is just amazing. Okay, how did I get started with the shootout? So I've been coming down for 28 years to the shootout. In 1992 was my first year. And that year I was working the summers during college at Kelly's Port. And so I volunteered to help on the start boat with Randy and Jane Kelly. And honestly, I think Kyle and Ryan were down below in the cruiser watching a Barney tape. And so those first couple of years I was on the start boat with them, helping them line everybody up, taking down names and everything. And then I was volunteered as a patrol boat for a few years. And then I started racing, had a 23-foot velocity, raced against my good friend now, Mike Gordon. I hated him back in the day because he always beat me. He had a 23 velocity also, so I never won back then. And so we raced against each other, and then I bought a 30-foot velocity. We raced that, never won with that. And then I was a spectator for several years. And then in '06, I bought the boat that I have now, the Sabre, and I've won my class every year since. Favorite memory moment, there's been so many of them. We make it a real family event now. It used to be a big party, but it's kind of evolved for us. I bring the wife and kids, and we stay right at Captain Ron's. So we love it. And I've raced with so many good friends of mine over the years, had so many different guys in the boat with me. It's just been such a wonderful time. We always have such a blast. And so there's too many just to mention. So the charities over the years, to be involved with the shootout and to give back to those charities is just amazing. I remember back in years past, we always raised money for the fire districts. And the fire districts would bring the equipment that we were able to buy from the years prior from the money that was raised. It was great to see that on display. And now with so many other civic organizations involved, they're raising money for all the different groups around the lake area. It's wonderful. And to see that and be so welcomed by everyone in the community, because it's bringing in so much revenue for the area, it's great to be a part of it. My reaction when I was notified that I was going to be an inductee, so Ron called me on, I think it was back in February, and he asked me when I was going to make it to town. And honestly, usually I'm working this week, and we have a funeral business back home. And Ron, I usually get to town on Thursday, so probably Thursday night. I never know my schedule that far out, ever. And so he said, well, I'm gonna need you to come down this year a couple days earlier. I was like, okay, when? He goes, well, I need you to be in town by Tuesday night. Okay, why? He goes, well, I'll need you to be at the Hall of Fame dinner. Oh. He goes, yeah, we're going to put you in the Hall of Fame. And it just gave me goosebumps then. It still gives me goosebumps now, even thinking about it. So, yeah, it was a huge honor to be notified back then, and it is a huge honor tonight. So I'd like to thank my family, especially my wife, Carrie, my kids, Stella, Lake, and Sadie. They're all here with me tonight. My dad, my brother, they're usually holding down the fort back home in the business, so I can come down and do these things. My whole family has supported me throughout the years. And then all my friends that are here with me and have been with me over the years. I've raced with Jason and Joel Zalecki from down at Lake Shores. I've raced with Jeremy Ressler, a good friend of mine, Eric Hill, a good friend of mine. And in the last 5 years or so, I've raced with Ken Moore. And they're all great friends of mine, and they all come down and still help out. I've got Brian Baldry that helps out a lot, Paul Harper. And just, my boat, we're just regular people. And it's regular guys working on the boat, and they're just coming over and helping me in the garage when we can. So I do everything that we can do. And then, send out the motor work to friends of mine too. Sean Mercer, he always helps us with that. So it's always a great time to be down here. And it means the world to me to have them all here tonight for the induction. I'm Brad Harrington with Team Kansas, and I'm a 2020 Hall of Fame inductee.